We're looking at an Ancelotti-inspired tactic today. Note inspired. This one is called the Ancelotti 4-3-1-2 Diamond Madrid 23-24, and it is inspired by Carlo Ancelotti's successful tenure at Real Madrid. The Diamond Brilliance tactic aims to combine defensive solidity with attacking flair. They've won the La Liga winners, Supercopa winners. They did play as Real Madrid, so they did try it out with the team. Now, I've been reading up a little bit on Ancelotti's tactics, and it seems like the advanced forwards that we have here are more spread out in the actual tactics. So it's kind of like a true 4-3-3 where you've got the striker up front and then the two wingers. But this is, again, an Ancelotti inspired Real Madrid tactic. So we will see what happens with our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa, and our championship side of Ipswich Town. But first up, let's hit the Premier League. Well, as we take a look at the Premier League table, you can see Liverpool in 4th place, 74 points. We've seen them here a couple of times. Definitely lower than where they should be, which is about 2nd place. 77 goals for is not a fantastic attacking tally from what we've seen before in tactics past. Aston Villa in 8th, not great. 59 points, definitely lower than their average. 72 goals. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have worked so far. Well, now Liverpool's domestic cups, they get to the Carabao Cup final and lose against Manchester United 3-5 in extras, but they get to the FA Cup final against Tottenham, they win 2-1. So 2 finals so far, and at least you got 1 winner, 1 runner-up, not bad. And it's a cup final trifecta. Unfortunately, runners-up here as well against AC Milan 1-2 in extras. So overall in the league, 4th place, not the greatest place to be in. It's not awful. You're still in Champions League next season, but still, 4th place. You could have done a bit better. I will say you're only 2 points off of 2nd place, but 90 points for Manchester City. They ran away with it this season. But runners up in the Europa League, runners up in the Carabao Cup, and winners of the FA Cup. Pretty nice on that side at least. So how does that work for our Liverpool squad? Well, as you can see, not a lot in the green, but goals 26 for Salah, Jota with 22, and then Nunez with 21. There's a lot of double digits there, which is nice to see. 19 assists for Trent, Tsimikas with 12, as does McAllister, and then average rating 727 for Kelleher. I mean, dude, 6 appearances, give him a little more. 718 though for Trent, not bad. I just wish there was a little more in the green. Aston Villa not having the high life that Liverpool had, out immediately in the Carabao Cup 3rd round to Newcastle 6-1. Ouch. FA Cup quarters, you get to the FA Cup quarters. I should have seen that. You do lose out to Liverpool, but you beat Ipswich Town right before, so I guess. You only make it to the Europa Conference League quarterfinals against Lille, and you didn't do that great, but you didn't lose by a huge amount at least, like 6-1. So overall, the Premier League 8th place is not great. You definitely should have done a bit better there. Knocked out in the quarters by Lille in the Europa League or Europa Conference League. Knocked out in the quarters by Liverpool. What are you going to do? And then Carabao Cup, absolutely abysmal. As you can see, 5 in the green for Aston Villa, and one of them includes a Coutinho. So 20 goals for Ollie Watkins is a nice job there. 18 for Diaby. Not bad. You do have 4 players with fantastic numbers at least. Assist-wise, 13 for Douglas Luiz. Luca Castillo with 10. Not a lot in the double digits, unfortunately. But then Buendia gets 7-2-3, but only 4 off the bench. 44 appearances, though, and then a 7-15 for Ollie Watkins. Data hub for the two teams. Unfortunately, Liverpool don't make it really far past the Premier League average, and they're missing out on shot percentage and crossing percentage, which is well, I guess it's not interesting for this tactic because you've got a very narrow midfield and up front, but crossing percentage is kind of where Liverpool shine. But attacking wise for Aston Villa, they got some numbers there, but overall, it's not the greatest. So Premier League stats, you can see Liverpool in 3rd place with 77 goals, Aston Villa in 5th with 72. Fewer shots against Liverpool in 4th with 276. Most possession, Aston Villa the only one there with 50%, which is really low. Most dribbles made, Liverpool, in 5th with 680. Tackles not there, best pass completion not there, and most shots for it. Liverpool in 7th, Aston Villa in 8th, and then there you go. But now, how did Ipswich Town do in the championship? Well, they got to the final of the playoffs, so we know that they're in top 6. Unfortunately, they get crushed by Leicester in the final. So if we take a look at their league table, 3rd place is where they end up, 95 points, 89 goals. We've definitely seen better goal tallies, but overall not bad. Domestic Cups, we saw that Liverpool dropped them out in the Carabao Cup 3rd round 1-5, and then Aston Villa dropped them out in the FA Cup 5th round 1-3. So overall championship, fantastic. Third place, unfortunately, you just get killed in the final. That is not a great result right there. Knocked out in the 5th round of the FA Cup, knocked out in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. Meh, you're not expected much. You didn't really perform too badly, but still not great. Squad wise, yeah, not a lot in the green there either, but we don't expect all that much usually. Hurst with 23 goals, a fantastic amount. Chaplin with 15, and then you just drop off from there. Assist wise, 12 for Harry Clark. Connor Chaplin with 11, George Hurst with 10, but where is Leif Davis? Only with 7. Not the greatest from him. And then 731 for George Hurst. Fantastic there, though. So overall, as you'd expect, they're not here all that much. Most goals, 3rd place with 96. Fantastic there. Fewest shots against in 7th place with 425. Most dribbles made in 8th with 678. And then best pass completion, most shots for 4th place with 594. So let us take a look at the tactic itself. You could start out with a sweeper keeper in support, inverted wingback on the left in support, and a wingback in attack on the right, central defenders in defend, a ball-winning midfielder in defend in the DM spot, an advanced playmaker in support on the midfield line next to a box-to-box in support, then a shadow striker in attack, and then 2 advanced forward up front in attack. You got a balanced mentality, in possession, attacking with his fairly wide, approach plays pass into space, focus played on the right side and focus or play out of defense. Passing directness is slightly more direct, tempo is slightly higher, mix crosses, work the ball in the box and be more expressive. In transition, counter, slow pace down, distribute to the center backs and take short kicks. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, and trigger press more often. But now, how did it do for our 3 teams in the end? Well, Ipswich Town doing a fantastic job getting to 3rd place. Unfortunately, the Cups, yeah, whatever. That doesn't really matter much. But 3rd place, you do get killed in the final, but still, you're at least in 3rd place, and you got a fantastic footing for next season. Liverpool and Aston Villa, on the other hand, not doing a great job. But honestly, I don't expect Liverpool to do all that well in this tactic. You've got such a narrow focus down the pitch that Liverpool just shine on the wings, and that's where they really do well. But in this case, 4th place, not the greatest. I mean, you are off only by 2 points from 2nd, but still, you should get it. A couple more points there at least. Aston Villa in 8th, not great either. But hopefully if you took control of this, you could do your own shouts, your own match changes throughout a match, and then training and transfers and things like that, and you could probably do a little bit better yourself. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.